Hey everyone, Tom and Bunny here, and I know we're getting ready to watch our next video, and if you find this video useful or some of the videos in the past, please do us a favor by booking your travel through us at tomstrips.com or give us a call at 1-800-285-0853 and I can answer any questions and get you booked on your next lifestyle vacation.
Hey everyone, we are Tom and Bunny from TomandBunny.com. So if you are watching us on YouTube, it's written right down at the bottom of your screen. And if you're listening to us on podcast, we invite you to come over to our YouTube channel because I got my dog pushing socks on me. All we do is we take the audio from our YouTubes and then put them over to podcasts. So if you want to see what Bunny's wearing right now, hubba hubba.
It's new.
It's very new.
It is very new.
Jump over to our YouTube, all of our social media, everything under the sun, no matter what website we're on, Kasidie, SLS, SDC, we're all Tom and Bunny. All spelled out, one word.
It keeps it very easy so we remember who we are.
Right. Now, we work for Tom's Trips. Hold on. I'm going to put that on the screen.
There you go.
Your leader in adult lifestyle travel to destinations all around the world. We book cruises, resorts, and events like Nawlins.
That was fun. We're going to talk about that one this trip.
Yeah. So right now we're going to talk about a couple of events. A previous event, Nawlins, and then North Haven.
Yes.
That's coming up next week.
So that's going to be August 2nd and 3rd in Brooklyn, Michigan.
Yeah, and we're going to meet a couple other podcasters up there while we're there.
We are. It's going to be a real fun-filled weekend.
It is.
But you know, one thing that I want to know, how come everybody invites us out for their Jamaican week?
I don't know.
Do they think we're Jamaican or something?
We are Jamaican, but maybe because Tom's Trips is the most booking travel agency of hedonism resort and number 2 of the entire island of Jamaica, Mon. So
yes, we are.
Our company is well respected in the travel industry in the Jamaica region.
We're quite busy.
We are very busy. So we just got back from Nawlins.
We did. Oh my gosh. We haven't been there since before COVID. So I think the last time we were there was the summer of 2019.
Yeah, and we were excited to go back because our schedules haven't allowed us to go back because it never coincided with our travel schedule. And we were always booked somewhere else.
So we definitely realized how much fun we had missed out on.
Yes.
Every single time. And every time we go back, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
It's packed. I mean, you want to meet thousands, and I'm not exaggerating, thousands of pineapple people in one place. Now, they take up all of Bourbon Street. They take up several hotels, but they all wear lanyards with their event passes on them, so you could spot a pineapple person walking down the street from a mile away.
You know, we booked very, very late, and we did not stay at one of the host hotels. We had to stay at another one. And
that's our dog.
And as we're walking down in front of the hotel, I looked at Tom and I'm like, hey, there's some of those freaky people. Because they had their lanyards on. And they kind of jumped back. And I started laughing. I pulled mine out. I said, don't worry. I am too. And they're like, oh, should we not wear these down Bourbon Street? I said, you can wear them wherever you want. And they said, certainly no one's going to know. And I'm like, everybody on Bourbon Street knows when the pineapple people are in town. So, sorry, our dog did not get the memo that today was a work day.
Today is podcast day, Bama. And she's bringing me a sock. Come here. So, we absolutely had a blast at Nawlins. More importantly, is one of the main reasons we went there was because Bob was getting married.
Yep, he got remarried.
It
was a beautiful little intimate setting, and it was really, really nice.
Right. So
It was the first time that we got to meet Adriana.
Yes.
So, but it was so good to see so many people that we haven't seen in absolute years. Tom, stop playing with your socks.
I know. I was trying to grab her because I was going to put her... Oh, here, I got her. I was going to put her on camera. This is our Bama.
That's our troublemaker.
She likes to growl down at her legs, and one video we did a blooper reel, and I called it Bunny's Angry Vagina because she kept growling right in Bunny's crotch.
It's about what she's going to start doing now. Luckily, it's only a sock and not a squeaky toy or one of those honkers.
Right.
So, funny story on that. She loves these stuffed animals that honk. And they make all these horrible noises. So I am in the middle of the store, and I'm looking at this toy, and I honk it, and it sounded like a fart. and I did it right as an employee was walking by, and he turned and he looked at me really bad, and I started laughing. I said, "It's the toy."
It's the toy, not me. It wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
I don't know what you're talking about. So, Nadia Nawlins, they take up, I mean, it used to be just the weekends when we would go there Thursday to get all checked in, and the party started on Friday and Saturday. Now people show up on Monday. Yeah. They have a pre-party on Tuesday, then it really kicks off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then everyone goes home Sunday. But they even have an after party on Sunday.
They drag home on Sunday.
Yeah. If you are interested in going to Nadia Nawlins, there is a link on tomstrips.com, TomStrips.com. Just go to the webpage and scroll down. You'll see Nadia Nawlins for 2025. Book your room, book your event. It's something, whether you've ever been to an event or ever traveled, you can feel comfortable there because you're not just at a lifestyle only event. It's everybody under the sun.
And there is something for everybody. I mean, starting at noon every day, you're going to have two parties on Bourbon Street.
Usually right across the street from each other.
And then at 3 o'clock, you've got two more that spring up. If you're not a party person, they have pool parties. So they have both pools open during the day.
Right.
They have every seminar that you can possibly imagine.
I'm kicking the dog under the table.
One of the presenters that I absolutely fell in love with, and I just thought she was amazing, was Dr. Stephanie.
Oh, she was awesome.
She was. We've been always keep missing each other, and it was finally great to finally meet her.
And we got to meet Dan and Lacey from the Swinging Nation, or the Swinger Society.
And let's not forget, we got to reconnect with Jay and Angie from Average Swingers.
Yes, it's been a long time since we've seen them. And on TikTok, if you ever seen her, Sexy Swinger Chick, we got to meet her.
And the Swingin' Flamingos, we also know very, very well.
Yes.
I don't know if we can say their names, but
I don't think so. They were going to start posting their pictures because they said, what the hell, we're going to come out. And then all of a sudden they stopped posting their pictures. So we won't say their names.
So we did meet quite a few other podcasters and YouTubers.
Up-and-comers.
But I am horrible with names, and I'm really sorry.
I know, we should have wrote it all down. But we always suggest people we suggest to people that they should listen to all kinds of content creators. Some
Wait, I forgot some big ones that we've actually had many conversations with was
John and Jackie from Open Love 101 and the owners of Colette, probably the biggest names out there.
Well, like I said, it's just everything's been a whirlwind since we got back.
We're not scripted here. We're just talking. So whatever comes flying through our little brains, it comes out of our mouth. And then, so if we miss something, we do apologize. But we do like that there are up-and-comer podcasters, TikTokers, and YouTubers and stuff like that. You know, we always say, listen to everybody. You might resonate better with somebody. You might not. You might get bad information, you might get great information, but the whole thing is a good melting pot of information that you can decipher from, because every podcaster talks about stuff other people believe in.
Exactly. And there's a podcaster out there for everything that you're looking from the single females to the single males to the young 20s all the way up to
our age.
I wasn't going to throw a number out there.
Yeah, if you're going to go there, you might as well say, because we're old.
We're the old ones out here.
We are the old ones. When we started doing our YouTube channel, there was only a few out there. Average Swingers was doing their podcast. Open Love 101, John and Jackie, they were doing a YouTube channel. And there was maybe a couple of others, but it was a very new environment. And we started it because we ran a club in California, and we thought, we kept hearing different information online, and then we would see the responses, and we weren't countering any responses. What we were doing was telling people how we would personally navigate certain situations and the lifestyle in general, and what worked for us may or may not work for them, but at least it's a guide or a direction they can look into.
Right. So now we'll go back to Naughty Nawlins.
Okay.
So on top of meeting all of these people that we had never met before, or reconnecting the ones that we haven't seen in years, you have all your different little seminars.
Right.
And Tom was invited to sit in on one, and it fizzled. It didn't go anywhere.
Nobody showed up.
But it was phrased the old guys something like that.
It was phrased stuff that happened from years past or something. But you know what? It was us. It was some other well-known people that own clubs. And we had some great stories. So y'all missed out, because now we're not going to repeat them.
No.
They're locked away.
They're locked. Nope. Yeah. Can't share them now.
That's all right, though. We had fun just chilling, and we were going down memory lane with these people.
Oh, it was great. I mean, to see JC.
Yes.
We haven't seen JC since,
Dominican Republic.
Yeah. So no, it was an absolute amazing time. We had so much fun.
We did do the Ms No Swimsuit contest.
We did.
So this is where. So we're gonna go. We just decided we could go within 2 weeks' notice. So we weren't expecting to sponsor anything or set up a booth or do anything, because we didn't know, and we didn't want to ask or anything, because they already had their stuff coordinated. So Bob gave us our own party on Bourbon Street, and it was the noon party. So we were going back and forth with Bob, and we were like, hey, we want to do a Ms No Swimsuit. Are we able to? And he goes, well, you can do anything you want, but remember, the noon parties is kind of the start of the day, and people kind of trickle in, and it's the 3 o'clock party that, because everyone is finally at the noon parties and it ends at 3, so they're ready to go to the 3 o'clock party and really tear it up.
And at the noon party, they're just starting to drink.
Yeah, so they're not drunk yet. So the party, we didn't think the party was going to be there. So we discussed it, and we thought, we'll play it by ear. We'll see what happens. But if anything, 2025, we will do an official Ms No Swimsuit contest.
Now, one of the things that you got to know about Tom and I is we are fly by the seat of our pants.
Right.
If they say we can do it, we're going for it.
And we will exploit it.
And we will. You said yes? Okay, we're taking it all the way.
So we used to do our Ms No Swimsuit at Razoo on Saturday at 3 o'clock. It was one of the premier parties besides the Kasidie foam party. That one's hard to compete with.
At the beach.
At the beach. But we were the final party of the event, and it was really cool. They would black out all the windows so nobody could see in, and we would have anywhere from 10 to 15 ladies going up competing to represent Nadia Nawlins at our event, Ms No Swimsuit in Jamaica in March. Well, this event, we couldn't get an answer if they could be nude or not.
We couldn't even get an answer if we could have Ronnie come and announce it until the bar opened at 12.
We didn't know if we could DJ it, or we knew there was going to be a live band, but we didn't know what control we had with the DJ, the microphone, or we could DJ it. So we finally, 5 minutes before they open, we get the spiel. There's going to be a band. We can use the microphones. We can stop the band. We can make announcements, whatever. We can't touch their DJ equipment, even though we have had a professional sound and lighting guy right there. We weren't allowed to touch it, which is fine. They brought in a DJ, so we told them what we wanted to play, and we were finally told they didn't care what we did, and we were like, are you sure? Windows all open to Bourbon Street. Everything is wide open in this bar. The doors are wide open. And we had 10 contestants, and they all got naked.
Well, it got really scary because, right at 12, just as we're opening the doors, it starts to pour.
Oh, yeah. So we thought, like, okay, our party's done.
It's done.
Because we're way down Bourbon Street.
And then next thing I know, I see people walking by us, and then I see them going next to the party across the street, and then I realize we don't have anybody,
a sign holder.
So what happens is Nadia Nawlins has people volunteer, for different things, and they are assigned different places. Well,
there was a little foo bar.
Yeah, and our sign holder person decided not to show up. So I'm like, screw this. I got it. I'm out there dancing.
Bunny, she's out there holding our sign, guiding people in. Of course, they had to have the lanyards get in. That was the only stipulation. Then she goes across the street to the other party and directs people over to our party.
They were going to make it there anyways.
Meanwhile, the other bar is calling Bob saying, hey, no one's coming in our bar. And meanwhile, Bunny's out there going, go over to our party. So, yeah, that was a little unscrupulous, but it was fun. We did finally get a couple door monitors, but still the other party didn't kick off because they knew what was going to happen at our party, and they weren't let down.
But coming at like 12:30, 1 o'clock, everybody's just now starting to roll in. Now, we only have this place until 3.
Right.
They're starting to roll in. They're all sober, and trying to get girls to do this was like pulling teeth.
Yeah, because they were all sober.
And so we had 2 of our past contestants there. So we had Stacy and Denise.
Yeah.
And with the help of those 2, we were able to get 10 contestants.
Right, and we were trying to keep it at 10.
Some of them did it just because they got a free pair of panties.
Yes, we give out booty shorts. So I'll play the video of Bunny holding the sign, and then I'll show a picture of what the booty shorts look like. So I got to remember to do that. So if I didn't do it, make a negative comment to me. That'll get me on the ball next time.
But we had those girls came out of the chute. Like, normally the first one is shy and doesn't timid. Really know what to do. Oh, heck no.
And as each girl goes, the other girls one-up them because they've seen what the other girls are doing. But the last girl, holy cow.
So the first girl actually... and
they all did a phenomenal job.
The first girl came out immediately and got naked right away. And then she proceeded to squirt all over the stage.
I was being blocked by some dude. I had a great view of the stage, and some 7-foot-tall dude walks right in front of me and stands there. And not only was I there was like 4 other people like, really? You're 7 feet tall? You should have a mental awareness to go against the wall.
Right. You're lucky he wasn't wearing a cowboy hat.
So I got blocked for half of the contest.
But, so no, they absolutely did amazing. And one thing I was cracking up at is here they're naked on the stage and they don't care. They don't even see the people behind in the window.
I know.
They're looking in the window.
I look over and I'm like, oh, they're getting a show. And like all eyes are inside.
And all of these girls, their applause was just absolutely amazing. But they had a good time. But our winner was last.
Yes.
And
she was in it to win it.
Can we say what she did?
Well, you got to be careful because of the censoring on YouTube, but you can...
Okay, so let's just say that...
you're going to have to use a little imagination on this.
So she decided she wanted to put a small little alcohol bottle, like what you would get...
The airline shot bottles, the little tiny ones.
She was going to put it in a place that it shouldn't be put in.
She was going to put it in her prison wallet.
Yes. And then, yeah, that's where she was going to put it. And then pull it out and do a shot.
Yeah.
Well, she sent her husband to the store to buy one of those, and he couldn't find that, and he came back with one of the double serving of wine bottles.
That would do 2 glasses. The bottle was like, where's that thing down? No, just kidding.
The first thing she looked at her, she's like, what do you want me to do with this?
So while the other girls were competing, before the competition, she started getting it into her prison wallet. It took her about 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
And once it was in there, I don't think she wanted to take it out.
She was enjoying it.
She was enjoying it way too much. She just hit the neck of it up and down.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's funny because she came right up immediately and got naked, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that thing's going to come out.
I told her, I said, be careful about bending over. You're going to shoot that thing out like a frickin' shotgun shell.
Knock somebody out in the eye.
Knock somebody out.
But then she started dancing. She turned around, she squatted, and she pushed that thing right out. And oh my God, that was it. Everybody went crazy.
And then she opened it and took a big drink. And then called Ronnie, one of our entertainers, up, and he got down on his knees to do a body shot, and she just poured it down between her cleavage down into him, and he drank it, and then he spit it all over the audience.
It's these things you just can't make up.
I was taking pictures of them, so I got a great picture of that.
So that guy finally moved.
Yes.
You got to see the show.
Yeah.
But no, it was really fun.
She is coming to Ms No Swimsuit in March.
March 1st through the 8th.
March 1st through the 8th. If you would like to go to Ms No Swimsuit, it is one of Tom's trips and Hedonism's most interactive events, because if you come to watch the competition, and typically there's 8 to 10 ladies representing clubs and events around the nation, you are a judge.
Yes.
And your responsibility is to pick your top 3. And then out of all the combinations of points and math and everything, one is deemed a winner. Then we got a second place and a runner-up.
Mm-hmm. So it's super fun, and you get to see things like that before.
Yes.
Because we actually did have one that would always put glitter in her prison wallet.
And blow it out. And people are like, where are these people going? I've never been to a place like that. Well, you got to travel with us.
And you got to come to the parties.
You got to come to the parties.
Yes. So, yeah, no, we definitely have a great time. That's for sure.
Yes.
And you know what? Stories like that, people are like, yeah, right, whatever.
Nope.
People that don't live in our life.
Right. They think we're
boring,
embellishing or
the boring people that are just going out for dinner and to the movies on the weekends.
Yep.
They're like, people don't really do that.
No.
Yeah, we do.
No. They don't dress up for each other.
No, not at all.
No.
Not at all.
So, again, see, that's Bunny's angry vagina down there. So, if you would like to go to Nadia and Nawlins, again, go to tomstrips.com, scroll down, you'll see a Nadia and Nawlins banner, click it, and it'll take you right to the booking and everything. And then on Ms No Swimsuit, you can go to noswimsuit.com. And I have been uploading pictures of the previous year's event, and I'm starting to upload the contestants for the 2025 contest. So just keep checking out noswimsuit.com, and you'll get an eyeful. And follow us on Twitter, because we post all the pictures we can't post on Instagram and Facebook on Twitter.
Yep.
So definitely go to Twitter.
So
you can follow us on Twitter, Tom and Bunny, Tom's Trips.
So, and if you'd like to meet us, like I said, next week. I know it's like really quick, and it's probably going to be that week as you put the video out.
I'm going to try to put it out by tomorrow.
August. I think it's the first, second, third. We're going to be there.
You got a calendar on your phone.
It's okay. But we're going to be at North Haven in Brooklyn, Michigan, and then and
the website to that is NORTHAVEN resort.com. So it's not North Haven, it's northavenresort.com.
Yes. So it's a really, really fun place to go. You can, it is a clothing optional. Is it clothing optional pool?
It's clothing optional. So they have, sometimes, I mean, it varies per event, but they have group breakfast on certain days. They have group dinners where a group will supply dinner for the whole entire resort or breakfast. We've done that in the past. Last year we did margaritas, right?
We did margaritas.
We did
a
margarita and chips and salsa bar.
So we are actually, they ask one of their members to kind of sponsor the party, and they come up with it. Well, this year their member, they pretty much got everything covered.
Yeah, so we get to enjoy a lot more, because they're going to handle the pool games and the events and everything.
On Friday night, they have a little pond.
Yes.
And they call it the beach area. So on Friday night, we're actually having a Caribbean beach party down there.
Right. And then we're going to be bringing our Tom's Trips 360 photo booth, and we'll set up and we'll put the background image of that event for Friday night. And then we'll do videos of all the guests. We don't share those videos. We'll share our videos. We don't care. But all those videos go to each of the individual guests that was on the platform.
Yes.
And the camera spins around them. They just stand there and, as I say, look stupid for 30 seconds, and it will be an awesome video.
Yeah, because if you look like you're wanting to be sexy or anything, they don't turn out. You gotta look like you're having fun.
Yeah.
And then on Saturday night is my ever favorite theme, and it's so easy for me. It's glow night.
Glow party.
Yes.
And we'll be setting up the 360 photo booth for glow party. They have a nightclub there. It's a really nice nightclub.
Very, very nice nightclub.
So we'll set it up just out on their back. It's the smoking patio, right?
Yeah. So their nightclub is called Hotel California, and it is open at least this Saturday night. Some weekends it's open both Friday and Saturday.
Now, North Haven has cabins where they just have a bed, dresser, TV, and everything you would have except for bathrooms. They have a main bathroom with multiple showers and everything. And then they have, you can bring RVs in there.
They do have some rooms that have like a half bath, so at least you have a toilet and a sink.
Okay, I didn't know that. And then they have residents that stay there throughout. They don't stay. They might go there on the weekends. Some live there when it's open and closed. It's not open year round. I think it's open May through October or November. Don't quote me on the dates. You could check northaven.com. I'll put a link across the screen.
Well, it's because it's so far into Michigan that I know that the city turns off the water there like in October.
Yeah, because
they don't want it to freeze.
Yeah. But we look forward to that. We've been going there now for 7 years, and a very clean, very upscale resort.
Goodness.
They have a general store. The prices are just normal prices. In a resort like this, we've been to some, they jack up the prices on drinks or food or anything, even ice. Here, it's all just regular as if you went down to your local Circle K.
Right, and it's really nice because, I mean, you can get their logoed Yeti style mugs. You can get milk, crackers, chips. If you didn't bring an outfit and you want a new sexy outfit, you can purchase one there too.
Right.
So you pretty much a little bit of everything they have in that little store there.
Yeah, and you get to talk to people, and that's where you get your best internet.
Yes, it is.
So you'll see me up there in the little table. They got several tables out front. They got an ice cream thing.
So if we ever need to do any work, we go up there.
We go up there. We enjoy the pool parties because they will have a live DJ overlooking the pool, and then the pool it's a pretty good sized pool, but you got to get there early if you want a decent seat.
Right. So if you want a chaise lounge, if you want to lay out, you definitely have to be there early.
Right.
And you can't have your alcohol in the pool. So that's one of the reasons too why you want to get a chaise lounge, so that way you can go back to and get your stuff out of your
and a Yeti mug.
Yes. You want to bring your Yeti mug, your towels, and your sunscreen.
Now, we talked about like different breakfasts, our margarita, nacho bar, our chips and salsa, dinners. On Thursdays, what do they call it? The drunk
bitch Thursdays.
Drunk bitch Thursdays. And that's where you'll see you can rent golf carts there. So we got a golf cart, thank God. Otherwise, we'd be jeeping around the place. But you basically take your golf cart, and different residents will sponsor. They put out alcohol, munchies. And when we're not talking chips or dips, we're talking they're bringing out crock pots with manwiches, different sandwiches, different types of foods and everything. So it's not like you can go hungry. And what time does that start?
I don't even know what time that one starts. That's Thursday evening because there's nothing else going on. And then Friday you have whatever party or whatever they're doing in the main time, and then there's always an after party on Fridays.
Right.
And then same thing on Saturday. There's always an after the party on Saturday nights too.
Now there was one time we went and I really liked it. And that's where the residents
meet your neighbors.
Meet your neighbors. Okay, that's what it was called. Mm-hmm. They would set up either alcohol, like a bar, or hors d'oeuvres. Mm-hmm. Some did both, alcohol and hors d'oeuvres. We're not lying when we're talking. They were serving filet mignon bites. They were serving prime rib sandwiches. They were going all out on this stuff.
Because they won a prize.
They won a prize, but still, I was very, very
How about
impressed.
The shrimp? They had shrimp that were as big as my hand.
Huge.
Like a prawn.
So, it's definitely, like I said, it's an upscale resort. Mm-hmm. Very, very nice resort. The people, the residents, as well as the guests, are all amazing. You could talk to everybody. Nobody's a stranger. There's no cliques. They just hang out and everything. And all you got to do is just walk up. I mean, people view people as cliques if they don't get invited into the conversation. Just walk up and say, how you guys doing? And you're part of the conversation.
And if you're an RVer and you're looking for a place, of course, they're open, 7 days a week during season. So, I mean, you can roll in there on Monday and just enjoy the resort and relax and lay out at the pool and then
the party
be ready to start Thursday.
And so we'll be going up. We're leaving our house in Nashville on Wednesday so we can pull in Thursday morning.
Yep.
And then we're bringing our motor home and pulling our Wrangler because we can't put the 360 booth in our motorhome, so we got to pull the Jeep to put the 360 booth in the back of the Jeep.
Don't let him lie to you.
I'm excited.
He just likes to pull a Jeep.
It looks badass. It really does.
It sure does.
But check out northaven.com. Is it?
Northaven.
Northaven.com?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Northaven.com. And like I said, I'll put links throughout the video and everything right over the top of our faces.
And you will not be disappointed at all.
You won't be disappointed. And hopefully you guys come out the first weekend of August. We'll be there. We know that there's going to be another couple that just started doing podcasts. And so we're going to meet them while we're there. So that'll be kind of fun and interesting.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And they're going to be doing a party in South Bend, Indiana pretty soon in September. We can't go because we're going to be in Jamaica month. But if you're looking for a party in South Bend, Indiana, send us a message. We'll get you hooked up with that couple, and hopefully we can help them get all sold out. And
right.
This is their first party.
Oh. More power to them. Parties are fun. They're fun to run, but man,
yep,
it's a lot of work.
So how much time are we into this for?
I don't know. I can't see. I'm getting old.
Hold on. I'm going to put the glasses on. We are at 35 minutes. Not bad. High five. All right, so we are going to be doing a couple videos after this about just Pineapple World stuff. As we've been going around, I know we haven't done a video in a while, and if we have, it was about my junk. And
which is healing perfectly.
It's healing perfectly. So we are going to get my urologist. I was just chatting with him last Saturday.
Yes.
And so we will get him up. I gave him the dates that we're not going to be here, so I told him whatever date he wants to come up. And if you have any questions for the urologist, send them. Go to TomandBunny.com. We have a contact link on there. Send us messages, and I will ask the urologist right here on camera.
And even
he may or may not answer, but I'll ask.
Well, and even then, like I said, if you have any questions regarding any of that,
implants, ED medications. A lot of people, we hear all the time in front of a lot of people that no one ever has an issue. Privately, I get all the messages, and the text, our calls, our feedback saying, hey, I'm embarrassed. I didn't want to ever bring this up. It's nothing to be embarrassed about.
Nope.
It's life. I mean, we lose our eyesight. Hence, I got glasses.
We lose our hair.
We lose our I'm losing my
hair. I got a
hair.
little spot right here.
I did have my cochlear implants.
Yes.
My 6th surgery. So
you got to turn your head?
I will. I was doing this. But I've had 6 surgeries because each time they do one surgery at a time to make sure that it works and everything. So I started with the Bajas. Then I went to the Baja Magnetic. Now I'm on the Osea 2s. And the Osea 2, let me see if I can take it off. It is this little thing here. It's not very big. And it just magnetizes to the side of my head. And then I can hear everything. I can stream my TV to them. I can talk on my phone through them. I can watch TikTok through them.
It's pretty interesting.
And this is what they look like. Can you see it on camera?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So I got one on both sides.
It was pretty interesting because his otolaryngologist is very new to the Nashville area and to the clinic that we go to. And when we went in for the first surgery, the nurse was like, so who is this doctor? I've never heard of him. And I'm like, and I told her, I said, he's the only one outside of Vanderbilt that's doing these implants.
Right. There's only 2 doctors.
Yeah. And then he comes back in 2 months later, and they're like, oh my gosh, you're back? They're not used to doing 2. They're used to only doing 1.
Right. Most people that have a cochlear implant have 1 because it uses your skull as a conductant for your hearing. Could I go with 1? I could. But I don't hear as well because I am deaf. I mean, if you look at my hearing results, I am 95% deaf beyond deaf. So while I have 1, I could hear, I just don't hear as well. With both of them, I still even struggle. And this is directly connected to my my inner ears.
Right. So it's Pretty interesting technology.
I can't tell direction.
No.
So Bunny in a store will go, Tom, and I gotta stop. And I go out to the main aisle. And then I start doing a slow circle, and I'm looking for her.
I have to start telling him, all right, go to the front of the store, stop at the main aisle, and stay there.
I wonder what people think when you're...
Because we're yelling through the store.
We are.
Because usually the phone's in the car.
Well, there's no shame in our game. Yeah, we don't call each other. No. Why don't we call each other?
I don't know.
That would probably be easier.
So, funny story, his aunt and cousin were just out here.
Yeah, and we took them to Nashville.
And the stores were packed. We went there on Saturday.
Yeah, no, it was Sunday because we left Monday.
Sunday afternoon. And the stores were packed. And we were trying to find everything. So his aunt yells, Marco. And everybody turned around and yelled, Polo.
The whole store yells, Polo! I think they need new words.
Yeah. That one didn't work out very well.
That didn't work out too well.
But it was cute. Because then we went into another store and they did it again.
Yep. My hand surgeries, if you've been following on that, I'm not really happy with. That's as far as I can open this hand. Where this hand I can open all the way. This doctor pats himself on the back saying how great he was. I asked him to call this doctor because I really had faith in what this doctor did. My pinky's a little crooked, but the rest of the hand is good. And this doctor says, I'm the man. I know what I'm doing. Oh, I'm so mad. Why can't somebody just bring their ego check down, make a phone call, and say, what did you do? Because this guy's already had 7 prior surgeries, right, and you're the only one that's actually fixed one of his hands.
And it's, out of all of Tom's doctors, he is the least trusted, and he won't go back to him.
And we just talked to somebody, we bought something off Facebook Marketplace, and she had the same doctor, and he totally messed up her hand. I mean, we're talking lawsuits and all kinds of stuff going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't like what he did to my hand. But
all of our other doctors, we just absolutely love them.
Yes.
They've been amazing. All right, so we're done with this.
Really? I'm not.
Yeah, you are. You're just rambling now.
I am rambling because that's what I do.
You can ramble on the next video.
All right, so if you are watching us on YouTube, we do transpose all this YouTubes into audio files and put them on podcasts. We're on all the major podcast sites. We're on iTunes. We're on Google Podcasts. I think they're going away, but Spotify, that's what I listen to my podcast on, and Podbean, even the lower ones. So if we're not on a podcast site, message us. We'll get ourselves added. If you are listening to us on podcasts, definitely check us out on YouTube. We don't make much money. We are monetized. We might be able to get a Happy Meal one month, or we might be able to go to a nice dinner. So it's up to you to watch our videos. And if you're not going to watch all of our video, when you don't care, click play and go to the bathroom, take a shower, go to work, something. Just let it play all the way through.
Yeah. So our biggest grossing one was Tom broke his penis. So
yes.
I don't know. I don't think we can top that one.
We'll see. We'll eventually get there. But follow us on Twitter. We have several accounts. We got TomandBunny. That's our more popular one. We have Tom's Trips, and we have Ms No Swimsuit. On Instagram, we have TomandBunny, and we have Tom's Trips. And then on Facebook, we have TomandBunny. So just search TomandBunny everywhere, and you're going to hear about Tom's Trips regardless.
Yes, you are, whether you want to or not.
But we do post mostly on our personal stuff, pictures and stuff on TomandBunny.
Yes.
So that's it.
That being said.
All right. We'll see you soon.
We'll see you soon.